4K subs. We did it! Finally! And I'm so happy that I'm still able to do this. It's incredible. And even though sometimes it's a bit harder than other times, it's never boring. It's never boring. So I want to first off thank you all for watching my clips, videos, my playthroughs, whatever stupid stuff I make. I am eternally grateful for you. You're the best. Never forget it. You guys just, you rock. Okay? Second, I'm gonna land myself in some hot water and I'm going to be doing a Persona hot take. And this is gonna be a freeform, quick fire, rapid fire video. I wanted to do this for a while and I thought maybe now is the right time, okay? I'm gonna go in order, so third game and Reload, fourth game Golden, fifth game Royal Strikers. In the future, if I ever play through Persona 1 and 2, which I'm most certainly going to do eventually, I will also add them to a future video add-on or something. We'll see. I figure it out, okay? I figured it out. Before I really jump into it, keep in mind that this is just my opinion, my weird opinions, my personal opinions. So no hate please, and you can let me know down in the comments if I'm just more than usual. And I'll also try to divide this video into different sections for each of the games. And then I think I'll add a collection of all of them in the end, sort of. So that timestamp will have comparisons between games and stuff like that, okay? So without further ado, let's go. In terms of perspective, in the OG game, Sleeping Table is the hardest boss. Introducing Rhode that late in the game made me really not care about his character pretty much at all. It was a big mistake. This one is gonna ruffle some feathers already. I prefer Fuka in the FES version above Reload in every way. Reload removing the ability to have different weapon types really sucks. And as a follow-up, aside from the quality of life changes, FES above Reload. Just, here's the math. That's how it is. And I also think that Aegis in the PS2 version is much more interesting. It's a way better character than her counterpart in Reload. Out of all the Persona games I've played, the third game has the worst soundtrack. Yep. I also actually liked how you couldn't control your teammates directly in the FES version. And although Koromaru is the best boy, he's also kind of a boring character. Yukari and Junpei's relationship in the third game is one of the more realistic relationships in any of the Persona games. And in terms of the third game, they're also the best written characters. For the remake, locking personas behind optional hangouts is some of the most stupid shit I've ever seen. And here we go with the romance. Yuko Yukari, Mitsuru, Aegis, Maya, and last, Chihiro. Base game, Persona 3 has the best ending of any of the Persona games. The female main character not being in Reload is fine. I fear my head will roll with this one. There shouldn't be any way to save Chidori. She should die. Mitsuru is an underexplored character. Episode Aegis is so unnecessarily padded, and my hope that they fixed this in the DLC for the remake was shattered. So lazy. Adding on to that, episode Aegis, not even being fully voiced, with not much added, is not worth the money or time at all. And if I could go back, I'd probably not play it at all. The Joker fight is a cool fight in concept. In execution, it really is one of the worst fights, rules wise. And finally, episode Aegis cheapened my experience of the base game. I don't have that many unpopular opinions or hot takes in regards to the fourth game, but here it is. Last dungeon is mainly a time sink. It's a bit of a waste. Marie is actually a fantastic character, well written, and one of my favorites in the game. Naoto isn't trans, and those that believe she is missed the entire point of her storyline. Rise is so annoying. I really dislike her character. Persona 4 has mostly weak social links. No one really stands out. But still, Persona 4 is the funniest game in the series. I mostly didn't really care about Naoto at all. Or her character. Yeah. And here we have the ranking. Chie, Yukiko, Marie, Naoto, Rise, Yumi, Bowlcat, and the worst social link in the entire game, Ai Ebihara. And while being really cool, the true ending is kind of a far-fetch, and that's to a detriment. Here we go. Persona 5 Royal. Woof, woof. And Strikers. We'll take them all on the same. On is boring and mostly one-dimensional. Strikers is a cozy but boring and very predictable game. Persona 5 has been milked into oblivion. I wish they had stopped long before this. Even though he isn't bad, in the OG game, Akechi is one of the most overrated characters. Yoshizawa is a bland character that could have been way more interesting. Ryuji gets bullied way too much, and the team treats him like garbage sometimes. I don't think that's fair. This one is spoilers for Persona 5 Royal, so if you don't want spoilers, skip ahead a bit. The ending scene, implying that Akechi lives, shouldn't have made it into the game. Except Futaba, Ryuji is the most developed character in the game and the one that actually feels like your closest friend. Naturally. Okay, here we have the ranking. Futaba, Ifumi, Sadayo, Makoto, Tei, Oya, An, Haru, Chihaya, Kasumi. That's my ranking. That's my romance ranking. Persona 5 Royal is better than the OG game in every way. I'm sorry to all the fans, but Akechi definitely deserves to die. Hifumi should have been a Phantom Thief. Okay? He should have. Persona 5 Royal is a 10 out of 10 game. It's not perfect, but it's a 10 out of 10 game. It's my opinion. Palaces was amazing and overshadows Dungeons and Tartarus from the former games by a landslide. Caroline and Justine are simply just annoying. However, on the contrary, Lavenza is super cool. She's perhaps my favorite attendant. Persona 3 has the best theme and story. Persona 4 has the best main characters. Persona 5 has the best gameplay. I think Persona 1 and 2 deserved a remake far more than the third game did. Hot spring scenes are some of my favorite scenes and they are always hilarious. I know this is contrary to what I just said, but Margaret is the best attendant, slightly followed by Lavenza. The grinding in some of these games can be too much sometimes. I wish they'd tone it down just a peg. Okay, here's the math. Here's the math. You ready for the math? You ready? Teddy is better than Morgan. Just a minute. This is also gonna hurt some people. Tartarus is better than the dungeons in Persona 4. Soyuro is top 3 characters in the entire series. Persona 5 and by extension Royal is my favorite game in the series because it's kind of the one that introduced me to it and all. Yet I still believe Persona 3 is the better game. Out of all the starting Personas, Izanagi is the coolest one. Easily. Persona 5 Strikers, getting that platinum wasn't worth it. And if I could go back in time, I would not do it. I would not waste my time with it. Among the groups in all the Persona games, I felt the most connected to the thieves. Aside from the Royal version, I really hate the lack of ability to power up your starting Persona. It sucks. Persona 6, if I could wish, should be based on college life and not on high school. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm scared to say this. Out of 3, 4 and 5, Yukari Takiba is probably the best character. And second best is probably Ryuji and Junpei. In my opinion. Don't kill me yet. The OG version of Aria of the Soul, while very beautiful, I still feel like the Persona 2 Innocent Sins version of the very same theme is better. Persona 4 had the best anime adaptation, but I still feel like every anime adaptation is good. The romance systems in these games should be more dynamic. They are very bare bones when it comes down to it. And there's no stakes. Out of all the Igor voice actors, the one in the 4th game does it the best. There's something mysterious about his voice. I have 2 more hot takes, and they're probably the hottest of hot. The first one is people take these games too seriously. They can't be flawed. They can't have visions or images of racism or bigotry or whatever. They can't, because then it wouldn't be a good game. It's stupid. Games should be divisive in that way. They should be grey. They should show everything about the normal world as best as possible. And I think that makes them better games. Only one more. It was hard to get out, but that's how I feel. Here's my last hot take, and it's a doozy. Okay. I gotta psych myself up a bit. Some Persona fans are way too invested in Persona. They are almost rabid. Everyone thinks differently, everyone has their own opinions, like I just showcased in this video. Live and let live, and don't take everything too seriously. It's okay to have opinions. People should have them. That's what makes them great. So those are my hot takes. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know down below, as I said, if you think I'm just a bit crazy or if you agree with me on some. Maybe you do. And again, I really want to thank you all for 4K. It's kind of unreal. I never really thought I would get this far, and hopefully we can go even further. So that's my hope, at least. And whenever it comes, I'm so ready for Persona 6. I know it's just gonna be a great experience, and that's what truly matters in the end. It's been really all, but I'm out. Thank you again.
Playtime, I put that behind. Said I'm sorry, I got to go for the sign. Line to the man, I aim high. To the place no human has ever tried. So I got to go, I got to go. And all I want is for you to stay. Man of the grave resurrected, now he's connected. No concession, just embedded by you.